So, we've all encountered them, haven't we? Those people who just walk into a room and, well, they connect.
Yeah.
People listen, they trust them almost right away. And it's not always about, their job title or how smart they are on paper.
That's the other mills go on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what is that? What's their secret sauce? And maybe more importantly now, with everything being so digital, do those classic lessons still even work?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is. And today, we're going deep. We're not just flipping through a book. We're really digging into a cornerstone text here, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Ah, the classic.
Yeah, and this deep dive, it's not just a book report. It's about figuring out why these ideas, which are, gosh, almost 100 years old now.
Incredible, yeah.
1936.
Why they're maybe more crucial than ever. And, sometimes surprisingly misunderstood, even though there's modern science kind of backing them up now.
Well, what's really remarkable about Carnegie, I think, is that it's so much more than just, a self-help book.
It's like a really keenly observed guide to how we connect as humans. You could almost call it a masterclass in emotional intelligence, long before we even had that term.
Right, before the buzzword.
Exactly. It teaches you influence,
Yeah.
rapport, leadership. But, and this is key, without being manipulative, it's about genuinely resonating.
And the core idea, the one that kind of underpins everything else, it's simple, but wow, it's powerful. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's it. So fundamental.
It really is. It's not just a nice quote. It feels like a real insight into what makes us tick, So our mission today is to unpack the actual techniques from this classic, look at them through a modern lens, and figure out how you can use them to build real relationships, earn trust, and, well, have a lasting positive influence. Let's get into it.
Okay.
So let's start with maybe the simplest sounding one, but often the hardest. Genuine listening.
Oh, absolutely.
Carnegie isn't just saying, me polite, wait your turn. He's really pushing us to be fully present,
Yeah.
to actually quiet that voice in our head.
That inner monologue.
Yeah, and just absorb what the other person is saying, where they're coming from.
And that's where the psychological power really kicks in.
Yeah.
Because think about it, we're so connected digitally, but often feel really disconnected personally.
Totally.
So when someone truly listens to you, it's almost, well, it's a revolutionary act these days. It can disarm people, build trust way faster than, winning an argument.
Right.
And the science backs it up too. Neuroscientists see that when we feel genuinely heard, our brain's reward centers actually light up. It's like a basic human need being met.
Wow.
Carnegie just knew that intuitively, that deep attention. It's not just sympathy. It makes the other person feel uniquely important. And that is the absolute foundation for any kind of influence.
That's such a powerful frame for it. But, I wonder, how often do we actually do that? In the middle of the busy day, emails pinging.
It's tough. It requires real effort, real intention.
It really does. And speaking of making people feel important, there's another Carnegie classic that sometimes gets dismissed as, just good manners, using someone's name.
Yes. It
Yeah.
seems so small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But remembering and, crucially, using someone's name, well, research shows it activates unique parts of our brain. It makes us feel recognized, valued, personally.
Like you actually see them.
Exactly. Carnegie knew what psychology confirms now, that our own name is like the sweetest sound to us. And he gave practical tips for it, didn't he? Not just try harder.
Right, like repeating it, making an association.
Yeah, repeating it right after you hear it, maybe linking it to a feature, or even, quickly jotting it down if you need to. These aren't tricks. They're just deliberate acts of respect. They signal, hey, you matter enough for me to make this effort.
It really does highlight how we often skip over those simple human things, doesn't it?
We do. We chase the complex solution sometimes.
Okay, so we've got listening, using names, making people feel valued. But Carnegie also goes into something that feels counterintuitive sometimes, our urge to win arguments.
The big one.
He basically says, forget winning. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it altogether.
Yeah, and that sounds passive, maybe, but it's not about being a pushover.
Okay.
It's about strategy. It's recognizing that direct confrontation, well, it just doesn't work if your goal is actually influence.
Why not?
Because the moment people feel attacked, what happens? Their defenses shoot straight up.
Right, they dig in.
Exactly. Reason kind of flies out the window. We're just wired to defend our position. Carnegie saw that trying to force your opinion on someone, it almost never changes their mind, and it almost always damages the relationship.
So the win is different.
The real win isn't proving them wrong. It's maybe guiding them to see it differently themselves, or at the very least, keeping that door open, preserving the relationship so you can influence them later. You want to make a friend, not score a point against an enemy.
Okay, but isn't there a potential issue there? Like, how do you avoid an argument without just letting, say, a really bad idea slide? Or avoiding necessary, honest feedback? Where's that line?
That's a really important question, and it comes down to nuance, I think. Carnegie's approach isn't about never addressing difficult things. It's about how you do it.
Okay, how?
Well, instead of declaring, you're wrong, maybe ask questions. Could it be this way? Have you considered? Find points you do agree on first. Present your view gently. Let them save face.
Ah, saving face. That's key.
It's huge, and it connects to another big Carnegie idea. Inspire people, don't criticize them, use encouragement. People are way more likely to shift or act if they feel supported, affirmed, like maybe the good idea was partly theirs all along.
So wrapping this up a bit, what we're really digging into here, it's not just like tips and tricks for popularity.
No, not at all.
It feels much deeper. It's about emotional intelligence and practice, right? Your actual ability to navigate relationships with care, with respect, authenticity.
Precisely.
We've touched on these really practical things that radical listening, remembering a name, sidestepping pointless arguments, building people up. These aren't just soft skills. They seem like real drivers of connection and, frankly, success.
They absolutely are. And it's amazing how timeless they feel,
Yeah.
how relevant they still are today.
Yeah.
You see people everywhere. Entrepreneurs closing deals, managers building teams, students making connections, online creators engaging their audience.
Mm-hmm.
They still turn to Carnegie
Mm-hmm.
because his wisdom, it helps cut through all the noise, build actual trust, lasting influence. If you want people to remember you as someone who didn't just talk at them, but really listened, who didn't just network, but genuinely connected, well, the building blocks. This is how you can leave that kind of impression.
Yeah. And it makes me think of that powerful Carnegie quote, the one everyone knows. Remember, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Think about that for a second. Just let it sink in. In every single conversation, every interaction you have today, tomorrow, you have this power. The power to make someone feel seen, heard, important.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the question for you listening right now is, what does that mean for your interactions? How could you choose, maybe just in the next conversation you have, to connect a little more intentionally? How could you make someone feel valued starting today?